Hello everyone, now let us discuss about the genetic variations of P450 isoenzymes. So what is cytochrome P450? Cytochrome P450 enzymes are a group of heme containing enzymes. They are encoded by P450 genes and are expressed as membrane bound proteins and mostly found in the endoplasmic reticulum of the liver. And these cytochrome P450 enzymes, they function as monooxygenases and they affect the oxidation by transfer of one oxygen atom through a number of steps. Why the name P450? They are called as cytochrome P450 enzymes because of their maximum absorbance at 450 nanometers. Hence the name pigment 450 when they are bound to carbon monoxide. So this is a brief introduction of cytochrome P450 enzymes. They are monooxygenases and they affect the oxidation by transfer of one oxygen atom through a number of steps. And they are majorly employed in the metabolism or biotransformation of monoendogenous substances and xenobiotics. And coming to the naming or nomenclature, initially the cytochrome P450 enzymes were identified according to the substrates that were biotransformed. But most recently, genes that encode these enzymes were identified. And multiple forms of P450 enzymes are referred to as isoenzymes. The multiple forms of P450 are referred to as isoenzymes and they are classified into families and subfamilies based on their similarity of amino acid sequences of these isoenzymes. Based on the similarity of amino acid sequence of these isoenzymes, they are categorized as families and subfamilies. Now coming to the classification of isoenzymes, as we have discussed, isoenzymes are subcategorized based on their similarity of amino acid sequence. The isoenzymes are grouped under one family if the amino acid sequence is 60% similar. Examples of cytochrome P450 families are CYP1, CYP2, CYP3, etc. When it comes to subfamily, if the amino acid sequence is 70% or more similar, then it comes under the subfamily and it is denoted by capital A and B. For example, CYP3A. So CYP3 is the family and A is the subfamily. Similarly, CYP2B. And the individual gene is denoted by an Arabic number after the subfamily. Example is CYP1A2. The enzyme CYP1A2 is involved in the oxidation of caffeine. So these are the various families. Clinically, CYP1 to CYP4 are effective in metabolizing the therapeutic agents and various endogenous substances in humans. Some of the examples of CYP isoenzymes are CYP1, CYP2A, CYP2B, CYP2C, CYP2D, CYP2E, CYP3 and CYP4. Coming to the genetic variations, the most important enzymes accounting for variations in the phase 1 metabolism of drugs is the cytochrome P450 enzyme group. This accounts for the major variations in the phase 1 metabolism of drugs. And clinically, it is important to look for the evidence of unusual metabolic profiles in the patients before dosing. And pharmacokinetic experiments using a marker drug, for example, antipyrin or dextromethorphan, may be used to determine if the intrinsic hepatic clearance of the patient is significantly different from that of an average subject. So before conducting the studies, in order to determine whether the intrinsic hepatic clearance of a patient is similar or whether it is significantly different from that of an average subject, we use marker drugs such as antipyrin and dextromethorphan to determine the intrinsic hepatic clearance. Now coming to the family CYP3A, subfamily CYP3A. CYP3A subfamily of CYP3 family appears to be responsible for the metabolism of large number of structurally diverse endogenous agents, for example, testosterone, cortisol, progesterone, and estradiol, and similarly xenobiotics such as nifedipine, lovastatin, midazolam, terfenadine, and erythromycin. So the subfamily of CYP450 enzyme, which is responsible for the metabolism of large number of endogenous agents and drugs, is CYP3A. And similarly, CYP3A enzymes are known to be involved in the metabolism of vinca alkaloids such as vindacine, vinblastine, and other vinca alkaloids. And as of now, there are at least 8 families of cytochrome isoenzymes known in humans and animals. And the CYP1 to 3 are best known for metabolizing clinically useful drugs in humans. And CYP3A is a subfamily of cytochrome P450 enzymes which is responsible for the metabolism of large number of endogenous agents and xenobiotics. And other gene is CYP2D6. The CYP2D6 is responsible for debrisoquinone metabolism among the individuals showing genetic polymorphism. Genetic polymorphism as such is a different topic, and debrisoquinine is used as a marker to determine the genetic polymorphism. And CYP2D6 is responsible for the metabolism of debrisoquinine. And some of the drugs that are metabolized by CYP2D6 are codeine, fecamide, dextromethorphan, imipramine, and other cyclic antidepressants that undergo ring hydroxylation. And as we have discussed earlier, debrisoquine, which is an antihypertensive drug, it is used as a marker for determining the activity of CYP2D6. According to it, based upon the metabolism of debrisoquinine, a particular population of subjects are categorized as poor metabolizers and extensive metabolizers. The poor metabolizers are the individuals or the subjects which lack a functional CYP2D6 enzyme, whereas extensive metabolizers, as such, they extensively metabolize the debrisoquine, but whenever they are treated with quinidine, the quinidine blocks the CYP2D6 enzyme. Based on this fact, the genotypic extensive metabolizing individuals will become the phenotypic poor metabolizing individuals. And this fact is taken into consideration in order to determine the activity of CYP2D6 enzyme, for which debrisoquine is used as a marker.